I am Imran Ali, Assistant Professor from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida. Today, we will be discussing about plant location and types of layout. The topics that I will be covering it is location decision and factor that affect the location decision, why we should select a particular location or why we should not, what are the different layout and why these layout important and how does they affect the productivity or efficiency of a particular organization. Plant locations are important considering that organizations consistently or continuously keep on changing their location, keep on expanding their existing number of branches or outlet, realizing that the potential in the market is increasing or the demand keep on changing from location to location or from geography to geography. So, just to cater this particular demand or increasing demand, organizations are locating themselves or establishing their plant or service facilities at those locations whereby they can cater to the maximum market or they can service to the maximum number of customers. So, either it is domestic market or it is international market, every company is in the process of searching or exploring the optimum location or the best location whereby they can minimize their cost of production and can provide better services to the customer. So, the world market continue to keep on expanding or expand and global nature of the business is accelerating. One of the most important decision is to find a best location where they can find out or they can produce at minimum cost and can service or capture to the maximum market share. Maximum company, if you say in the context of the international market, that maximum companies are in search of or establishing their plant into China and India, realizing that these are the two largest market and here the future is and the demand for their goods and services will be driven from these two Asian market. So, maximum companies realizing that these are the two market where the potential is going to be high and these are the two market where the business will be maximum. So, they are in the process of maximizing and establishing their plant over here and they are establishing their services over here so that they can capture the maximum market share. Recently, we have seen Burger King has come up with the IPO. The proceeds are to be invested into expanding their outlet. They want to open more outlet. So, why they are expanding their outlet? It is because they are very sure and optimistic about Indian market. Here the demand is and the Indian market is expected to be growing at an exponential rate. So, what they want to keep on investing over here, they want to keep on investing as much as possible so that the maximum return can be ensured. The Wistron, Foxconn has also invested into India. They are also opening their plant into Indian market, realizing here the demand for the mobile handset is going to be high or the demand for the mobile handset is going to be more increase. So, either it is the Indian market or it is the international market, every company has to analyze, evaluate where they are in terms of the location and keep on searching those location where they can optimize their profit and where their revenue will increase. So, that is where the decision or location decisions has become important. Even if you say in the Indian context or Indian market, the companies who are already into the urban market and they are capturing the urban market at max, now they are searching location in semi-urban areas, in rural areas because they are in the process of expanding themselves, and they want to search those market where they can further establish, they can further expand themselves, they can further add their service outlet and can service to the maximum consumer. So, even within India, the company who are into urban market, they want to expand into semi-urban area, into rural areas. The maximum, the objective behind it is so that they can capture the maximum market and can service to the maximum customer. So, searching optimum location will always be a important decision for all manufacturing and service organization. That is why operation managers has to consider operation decisions very critically and carefully. Next, it is about the industrial location. Industrial location, we will, the objective where we can fund and we can establish our new manufacturing unit, new businesses unit. So, the primary motto to search new business unit and manufacturing unit is to minimize the cost, so that the cost of operation can be reduced or the cost of manufacturing can be minimized. I had discussed at several point in time that the developing countries, India, China, or even some Asia, the African countries, where there are the cost of labor and the cost of land is cheaper, manufacturing units are shifting their location or shifting their manufacturing plant over there. Reason being, as compared to the advanced countries, the cost of manufacturing or cost of businesses there in these market is minimum. So, they want to come in India, they want to come in other Asian market, want to manufacture over here, and the manufactured item they want to sell them back at multiple location or different location. So, when you are in search of an industrial location or for a manufacturing location, the primary focus you need to search, it is about minimize the cost and the revenue cost need to be minimized. When you are about into the service location, you need to identify that service outlet objective is to maximize the revenue. Service outlet, it is MACD outlet, it is Domino outlet, it is bank branches, doctors where they are locating. So, where these are the service organization location, and service organization location, it is what, whereby or locating there you would be in the position to maximize your revenue. So, service organization need to locate at those places where there is your customers are maximum. Being at one place, you can service or you can capture, you can provide services to the larger group of the customer. So, this service organization, either it is a bank or it is a financial institution or it is an NBFC or it is a health service organization, all of them had to say that they need to find out, they need to select an location which or where they can maximize their revenue. Next, it is about warehouse location. It is warehouse location. What you need to search, your cost need to be minimized as well as your delivery or logistic services need to be at max or maximum should be there. We can discuss in the case of the Amazon. Amazon is in the process of establishing their warehouses across India, particularly from rural areas. Similarly, Flipkart, they are purchasing land, establishing their warehouses across India, realizing in future majority of the demand is going to be driven from rural areas. From anywhere the demand can come and the companies have to service their customer. So, realizing this, that the warehouse wherever you are locating, your purpose to locate the warehouse is to minimize the cost and speed up the delivery. So, the objective of the Amazon is what? To provide the goods and services as early as possible with the minimum cost. The objective of any logistic blue dirt or gati, the objective is what? The logistic services can be provided at the fast pace. So, we need to search the location whereby we can speed up our delivery. Now, there are certain factors that can impact the location decision. So, the one, it is labor productivity. Wherever we are locating our plant or a service outlet, we have to search whether the employees are available, whether the manpower is available, and does this manpower is skilled, well educated, well trained or not. We had to locate ourselves or our plant in those area or in those location where the manpower is available, and this manpower need to be productive, this manpower need to be trained, because the well educated and well trained manpower is highly productive, or the productivity of the trained manpower or well educated employees is high. So, we need to just check out, we need to just see that the labor productivity is need to be high, and labor productivity need to be the labor need to be well educated wherever you are locating yourself. The companies who are in the process of locating themselves into the rural areas or even to the semi-urban area, they are facing a problem that they are not finding the employees of their expectation, or the people into the rural areas, they are not well trained, they are not aware about the recent technology or recent technological upliftment and development. So, they had to identify or they need to check out the ways whether we can update our employees or not by being there. So, the productivity is one factor that you need to check whether where you are locating yourself, their manpower is updated, whether the manpower is well trained or not. Next, it is exchange rate and currency risk. Exchange rate, it is the rate at which you can exchange your currency with the other country currency. The Indian rupee can be exchanged with the pound, Indian rupees can be exchanged with the dollar, Indian rupees can be exchanged with the rupees, and several other. So, exchange rate, it is what? It is the rate at which your currency it is going to be exchanged with the other currency. Generally, you will prefer to establish your plant in those countries where the exchange rate is lower, or the exchange rate is lower as compared to your own economy, because there even by investing minimum you can maximize at, or your profitability is going to be high. So, the firm can take advantage or advantages of a particular exchange rate by relocating or exporting to the foreign country. So, you relocate in those country where the exchange rate is low, manufacture your product there, because since the exchange rate is low, your cost of manufacturing is going to be low, and once your cost of manufacturing is going to be low, you can sell your product at lower prices across the globe. And this is the reason probably China keep its currency yuan low, or keep low, so that China can maintain its supremacy or can keep its export market share maximum by keeping their exchange rate lowest. So, the company across the world, they are investing into China, they manufacture their product or the item there, and then they keep on investing to the other countries. So, this is the currency rate or the currency risk can also impact our location decision. Next, it is the cost. Cost, it is the tangible and intangible. Tangible, it is cost of labor, transportation, material and site construction. So, when you select a location or you are establishing a new plant, both costs are involved. It is fixed as well as variable. Fixed cost is there because the plant, machinery, buildings are going to be established. Variable cost is going to be involved because as and when the production will start and the production will keep on increasing, your variable cost will also increase. So, company and the managers has to be very sensitive. They need to be very careful while they are selecting a new location, because both costs are going to be high, fixed cost as well as the variable cost, and this cost cannot be taken back or cannot be recompensated immediately. So, the tangible, it is the cost of the labor, at what rate the labor is available. So, probably you will prefer the location where the employees are available at the lower cost, subject to their productivity should also be high, subject to their productivity should also be high. Next, it is about the transportation. Transportation cost consider a major part of the total cost of the organization. So, probably we will locate ourselves, we will locate our services in those market where the transportation cost is going to be a minimum. Even into the market or international market, we will try to establish our business there where the transportation cost is low and the transportation is easier to made. Next, the material cost and site. Intangible cost, it is the quality of education, community, attitude and quality of life. So, we need to see quality of life, standard of people, human development index, attitude of the people or the employees toward the work, and where the attitude is there and quality of life is good, there only we should try to make our investment and select our manufacturing location there. Next, it is about proximity to competitor class. Both manufacturing and services organization like to locate near competitor when a majority source is found in that region. So, at sometimes all companies are locating themselves in a particular region. It is because the maximum resources are there in that particular region only. The manpower can be find out easily from that region. We can export or we can service our product to the rest of the market very easily. So, this is where at some point of time the company may prefer to locate themselves in a particular location. Now, when we will search a new location, we can there are 2-3 techniques that we can adopt. The first, it is the factor rating method. Factor rating method, it is what? We will pick up certain factor, as I have taken, it is labor attitude, how labor is for the work, either they think positive or negative. It is employee ratio, it is per capita income, structure, tax structure and education. These are the factor. Against these factor, I am rating India and China. So, I have taken certain weightage which is less than 1 and certain value has been given to them which is minimum less than 100, and this is being multiplied. So, the total score of India came this. When the value of the China and weightage is being multiplied, the total score of the China came this, and thus we can sum the total weightage of each of the country, and here we can say that the total score of China is greater than as compared to China. So, here the company or the investor will prefer to make investment into India as compared to China, because by this exercise the weightage to the China is more than as compared to India, China. This is factor, these are the factor, just we have to weightage is less than 1, 0 to 1 in between, these are the value less than 100, multiply this and this, then for China it is this and this, we need to add total value, whichever location is getting maximum value we have to select that one only. Similarly, there is another method, it is about a rating system called Into rating system, I have taken 3 countries. The first, it is Turkey, Serbia and Slovakia. These are the certain factor that I had taken. It is technology, availability and support, where we are locating our plant, whether the technology is available or not, whether the availability and quality of the public education, whether the education is legal and regulatory aspect, whether the legal framework for the business is supportive or not. Next, it is social and cultural aspect, economic factor and political stability, whether the government is stable or not. Here maximum is 5, 5 is more favorable and minimum is 1, least favorable. So, Turkey is 4, 2, 5, 3, 2, 1 as per the opinion of the rater. So, we when we sum each rating, we find out that the highest value is getting Turkey. So, Turkey got the maximum valuation. So, internet investor or an investor will prefer Turkey as compared to Serbia and Slovakia, because several factors are more favorable in Turkey as compared to Serbia and Slovakia. So, this is the rating system. We can rate and we can find out the maximum location. Next, it is about the plant layout. Plant layout refers to the configuration of department, work center and equipment with particular emphasis on the movement. So, plant layout, it is about inferior within the outlet. Why we study the plant layout? So that it is easier to move employees from one location to the another. Why we study plant layout? So that it is easier for us to move from one place to the another. It is easier to equipment to move from one place to the another. It is easier to move material to place or to move from one place to the another. So, the objective behind of the layout is navigation and the movement need to be easier, so that the productivity of the organization is high. Next, the types of the layout. The first, it is the process layout. In the process layout, what we have to see, same type of operational facilities are grouped together, such as lathe will be placed at one place and the drill machine are another at place. So, into the process layout, what does happen? Work of similar nature or work of an identical nature is going to be at one place. A work which is same, a work which is identical, it will place at one place. Work of different nature or different activity, which it will take at the another place. See into the this diagram, all forging section activities are taking place at location 1, grinding activities are at second, drilling at location 5, inspection at location 5 and then rest of the activities 6, then it is 7, packing and then it is go into the storage house. So, here we have find out forging, all forging activities are taking place at location 1, grinding activities at this point in place, drilling over here, inspection it is at place 5 and heat and treatment it is at location 6, packaging it is at 7 and then it is go to the storage. So, process layout where similar or identical activity will take place at one place. Next, it is the product outlet. Product outlet, it is what? It is into the sequential. One step it will take at the place 1, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and 8th, and subsequently it keep on happening and it keep on changing. Next, at location first, it is turn, drill, mill, grinding, inspection, packaging, means this continuity it is happening to the continuously one after another, the sequence of activities or sequence of operation is taking place. So, the entire operation into the product, it is sequential, it is one by other at 1 2 3, and so we have find out that each set of activity had taken place into sequential. Next, it is about the types of the plant layout. Types of the plant layout, it is fixed layout. This is third, it is the fixed layout. Into the fixed layout, what will happen? The ship, this is just an example, shipbuilding yard will be at one place, this place will fix, or the heavy machinery here will be fixed, and all material, labor and equipment all is going to come over here. So, this manufacturing process will be at one place, and this factor of production or equipment or input will need to be shifting to the here. So, rest is going to be. Next, it is about the group layout. Into the group layout, what does happen? We are having these component y, w, x, y and z. So, these are the 4 component available. Out of these we have work. So, at one place we have taken w and x, here we have taken w, x, y and z, here we had taken y, w, y and z, and here only y. So, whatever component we have taken, out of these 4 we have taken multiple groups are being taken, multiple groups being made, and out of these group these locations has been made. These are the 4 component. Out of these 4 component, we can make a group, we can select few and we will work with that help. In the group here we have taken only w and y, we can work with it. Here we have taken w, x, y and z, we can made with this. Here it is point w, y and z. So, this is how we can take certain equipment, make a group and then we can develop it. So, I made this plant layout locations. Thank you very much.